do men talk about this with each other, midlife, or do you guys all just bottle it up and save it to act like weirdos for your spouses?
I think it's mostly in the form of jokes. There's no.
Like what? What would be a funny joke?
I'll think of one.
Welcome to Now What, a bold, honest podcast about reinvention in midlife where inspiration meets real life humor. I'm Melissa, and if you felt the shift and wondered what's next, you're not behind. You're just getting started. Here, we laugh, we go there, and you will leave thinking, okay, I can do this. Because midlife isn't a crisis, it's a plot twist. Let's go. Squad! He's back in the house. Shannon, a.k.a. Poppy, a.k.a. my hubby, is here, and we're about to get real. We obviously talk a lot about what midlife feels for women, but guess what? Today it's about the men. So he's here, guys. He is here, and I'm asking him all the questions about midlife for men. So Gloss Squad, please join me in giving a warm welcome to the one, the only, my hubby, Shannon Murphy. How was that?
That was good. Thank you for the intro.
Woo!
Let's get ready to rumble.
I'm challenging my I'm channeling my Jason Kelsey vibes from New Heights. He's rivaling me in his intros. I mean, I love his intro vibes.
He's now on every show possible.
Yeah, which is supposed to be my job. So, Anyways, it's all about the intro. I want everyone to be hyped, to feel excited. Is that how I made you feel?
Very excited. Yes, I feel important too.
I'm not gonna lie, Poppy. I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm a little frazzled. We're getting ready to get on the road to Reno for our daughter's volleyball tournament, which I love, but
They pick the shittiest towns every.
Oh my
It's
God.
crazy.
Okay, well,
Reno, Spokane. I
oh my
mean,
God, to my listeners in those cities, we apologize. We love you.
move.
Oh my God, stop it. Okay, Poppy. We're talking midlife. And you are here. Don't feel the pressure. You're representing all men. Are you ready to take on that responsibility?
I am ready.
Okay, let's just get into it. Number one, do men feel the midlife shift too?
Yes, for sure. I think it's not as physical as what a woman goes through.
What are you saying?
Well, like you talk a lot about perimenopause and menopause and all that. We don't have that same thing, but it's a tremendous shift from both a business standpoint and a personal life living standpoint. I mean, it's weird when I go through. I'm on a lot of meetings on a daily basis.
God, it sounds
So exciting.
boring.
And I'm literally
Just kidding.
the oldest person on most of the calls, and
How does that make you feel?
I feel young. It's weird.
Oh, you should feel young, but on the call, but you brought up you're the oldest, but you still feel young.
Yeah, but I am the oldest, and so
I believe that.
we
State your age.
I'm double nickels.
55.
So when Michael and I are on calls, I mean, the two of us are usually the oldest, and that's a weird feeling because it feels like just yesterday we were starting our careers, and now it's so many years later, but it's gone by so quickly. It's interesting.
So when did you feel the midlife shift?
50 for whatever reason was a hard year for me. Like these milestone birthdays, over the decades have been difficult at times for me.
Yeah, can we talk about that for a second? Oh my God. I
think
mean, age is just a number. You guys, why is that? It's like you have the power to go into a birthday. You can decide to embrace it and love it, or you can decide to freak out about it. Why do you choose to freak out about it? Why do you give it that much power?
Is that a question, or are you just making a
Asking-
blanket statement?
Asking for a friend.
If you let me finish, 50 was a difficult one, but 55 really wasn't. I don't feel like I freaked out. It's I don't know. I mean, I don't fear dying. that's really something
Oh.
that I don't think about negatively. But I also don't want to get old. It's kind of like I don't know. It's hard to explain.
For me, I don't feel old. I'm 54, right behind you. Age has never freaked me out. It's the times I pause and go, oh my gosh, it's when I see either my friends my age and their younger sisters, their younger siblings. Oh, thank you, Shay LeBron. For those of you that don't know, we have a new member of the family, Shay LeBron, and she does not realize the quiet on set rule that she's eating a shoe of mine. Ugh. Please hold. Sorry about that. So it's funny because, like my friends who had younger siblings, when I see them, well, obviously, if they got married and then had babies, when I see them getting older, that's when I feel old, but it doesn't bum me out. But back to you. This is really about men. So you mentioned that you didn't notice a shift physically. So you would say it was more mental and emotionally.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, on the physical side, it's harder to do things as you get older. I mean, it's harder to lose weight. It's harder to everything just gets a little more difficult. But
Don't worry, you're just.
men don't have the stuff that you have to go through.
Do men talk about this with each other midlife, or do you guys all just bottle it up and save it to act like weirdos for your spouses?
I think it's mostly in the form of jokes. There's no.
Like what? What would be a funny joke?
I'll think of one, but I mean, certainly if I'm in a crisis or I need help, that I'll have honest conversations with my closest friends.
But like, are they conversations like, God, I'm feeling old, like things are crickety when I get out of bed, or
that certainly comes up. It's more around like I can't believe that my son is 22.
Right.
And
right.
how quickly that's gone. And I can't believe, that he's going to be out of college in a year and he's going to be looking for a job. He's already looking for internships. Like, that's a shocking thing because it just feels like he was, I know it's cliche, but he was 5 just yesterday.
Totally.
And now he's sitting in Spain, living his best life.
Does like receding hairline or losing hair freak you out?
Well,
or gray hairs. I love your salt and pepper beard. But does that freak you out when you see those signs?
I don't have gray hair yet, but the beard's been white or gray for a long time.
Like that fact
it bothers me when you tell me that my hair looks real thin. I feel like I have a pretty good head of hair for my age, but that's the only time when it bothers me is when you bring it up all the time.
Oh, this is about you, not me.
And
it's your daughter.
The kids,
Daughter brings that up.
The kids bring it up
such
too.
flyaway thin hair.
Yes.
So honestly, it's not me. The wives get blamed for everything. What about your bush, your big gray bush? Does that bother you?
It's not gray.
Oh wow! I tried to throw you for a loop, and you didn't.
No, it's still the same color. The only thing
we'll see.
Honestly, the only color change has been on my facial hair.
Wonderful. Okay, so what are men actually worried about right now for midlife?
Well, I talk about this with my friends and with people that I've worked with that are younger. I think that the hardest thing at my age, and you have to start it probably in your 40s, is to think about the future, like from a work perspective. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm 55. I got out of running sales organizations about 11 years ago. And thank God that I'm not still doing that. And, kudos to those that can continue to have success doing it. But the grind was just so much, and it was all about being on someone else's time and not on mine.
Some people like that, though, to be fair. So to each his own.
Some people can handle that.
Specifically.
For me,
right.
I realized that I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life. And I made a difficult shift to start my own company, and it was hard at first. And so you get to an age now where I look around where people are trying to figure it out now at my age, what to do next. And to be fair, these are some of the most expensive times of our lives. I mean, we've got 2 kids in college. We have a third going soon. And it's, I'm glad we planned ahead.
Shitty medical care.
Well, when you have your own business, medical insurance is tough.
Sorry. Yeah.
So,
a lot going on.
I think that this is it can be a very stressful period of time. I'm kind of in a good space right now.
So do you feel like though, so I talk a lot about, as you know, you're an avid listener to the pod, pivoting though. Pivoting. It's never too late to pivot. It's never too late to, try something new. Do you ever think about pivoting, or do you feel like men think about that? Like major pivot would be possible at this time in your life, or it's not even top of your mind? You have no desire.
I think that a lot of men are pivoting at this age because they're being forced to.
In what way?
They've been fired. They've lost their job. They
have something crazy.
Getting older, is not necessarily easy in the workforce. And so I think that most men pivot based on what's been done to them versus proactively do it.
Okay. Oh, get ready for this. What do men wish women understood? So what do you think women get wrong about men in midlife?
Where do we start?
Go for it. The mic is yours.
What? Say the question again.
Like, what do you think women get wrong about men in midlife? Speak freely. I mean, women would say, you guys don't understand if you've stayed at home, with the kids and you're trying to do something again, like I am myself. And, we would say, you don't understand how hard it is to get back out there or to find yourself again. If you're a working mom, your mom duties still don't fall off, right? So it's exhausting. It's exhausting both ways, whether you stayed at home with the kids or whether you've stayed working.
I really don't know how to answer that question, to be honest, because, I mean, that's more of like a personal relationship you have with your spouse. All
right. What do you wish I understood more about you right now?
So I think one thing that we struggle with at some level is you want me to do what you think I should do, or you want me to do.
What?
Like a lot of times, like you've been giving me a hard time lately about the gym, or let's go on this walk. Let's do the. I mean, sometimes we're not asked what we want to do, or you don't like what we want to do. A lot of men like to watch sports and sit on the couch, and for you, that is like the worst day in the world. So it's more about those type of things, I think, than anything else.
Okay, you're bringing that up because that got brought up in therapy. So I actually challenged you, per our daughter's suggestion. I asked you 2 weeks ago, what would you like to do that I can do with you? And you said, let me get back to you. There has been nothing. So you don't.
Well, that's actually not true.
That is true.
No, I said to you the other day I wanted to go shopping with you and go downtown, and you declined.
I did not decline. I said, yes, let's absolutely do it. And I said, okay, we'll regroup later. And we both said, we're not in the mood.
But then I went down alone the next day.
Okay, but that was the next day.
No, but I'm saying that I came to you with an idea.
Okay, but then that was it.
But you,
okay.
I mean,
okay, I should have asked us.
Do you want a master plan of okay? Here's our calendar for the next year.
No,
I mean, come on.
When you get super dramatic like that. All right, moving on. Now I'm pissed off.
That makes for a better episode.
I am really, guys. I'm really struggling today. I had a leg day. It's exhausting. Okay. Do men struggle with identity in midlife?
I can only speak for myself. I don't think so. For me, I don't. There was always a drive for me to be, top of my field, whether that be head of sales, CEO, whatever it is. Go to a bigger company, have a bigger team, have more people under me. That was always a core driver for me. And when I started my own business 11 years ago, that desire and drive was completely. You can call me anything you want. I don't care anymore. For me, it's all about just success, and I don't care what my title is. So I think that I've had a fundamental shift in that, where the drive is still there, but it's not ego.
Well, that must come with a sense of maturity too. And I think at least, as we get older, the beautiful thing is we start caring less about what people think about us, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So it's freeing.
Yeah, I do make a lot of jokes about it. But I mean, at the end of the day,
What do you mean?
No, I mean, we make comments about our age and, joke about things. Just to, I don't know if it's deflection or trying to make people feel at ease, but I truly am beyond what the ego I used to have about, my position in life. I think that you're right. A lot of it I just don't care anymore about.
Do you feel, though, this is where I think for whatever reason, the difference between men and women, when the kids leave for college, there's a shift in your identity? Because I think women do, because when your kids start leaving and flying the coop, it's a major shift, at least for myself and all my friends. Whether you worked again or whether you stayed at home, it's just a major shift. I'm not saying that you're not affected by it, but I do, for whatever reason, feel like it's a more intense identity shift or shift for women. And again, you guys don't get mad at me. These are just our personal thoughts. We're just, shooting the shiz over here. We're not trying to say this is the way or not. This is just, we're just gabbing.
Stop apologizing.
Yeah, you're right. Screw you. I'm just kidding.
I think it comes down to the relationship that you have built with your children. I think especially men that they may or may not have the time or the inclination to build a strong relationship with their kids. And so when they fly the coop, there's guilt involved. There might be loss. There might be no care at all. I mean, it's all over the map I've seen. But when you have a relationship with your child, it's hard, but in many ways it's easier because that relationship has not stopped at all. Like
It's just changed.
We talk to our children almost more often than we did in the last 2 years of high school. We get calls from Tyler and from Dylan almost every day. And so that makes me feel good that we have built relationships with them that life isn't that different. Now, where it's really different and has taken me a while to get used to is I used to cook every meal.
You love to throw that in.
No, I mean...
oh my God, I used to cook fresh
and
now farm-to-table meals every night. So my family would not die. Go on, yes.
And she might sound like she's kidding, but she's not. But that's virtually ended. I mean, Melissa's on, her own special diet, and then Devin's home.
It's not a diet.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Devin's home for dinner maybe 2-3 times a week. So I'm cooking once or twice a week.
Then why is the kitchen an effing disaster
It's Devin. She's a disaster.
It's messier than ever. There's the three of us.
So
I mean,
those things are more difficult from a shift than the kids actually being gone.
Interesting. It's less emotional, more.
Because I mean, it dominated my nights, and then there's nothing to do sometimes.
And you won't go to the gym with me, so.
Oh my God! You should see.
Can we circle back to the gym?
You should see these people. She.
I beg you.
Goon squad.
I beg you to come with me. I mean, I can't help it that everyone is drawn to my aura. I have major aura at the gym.
She hands out her phone.
No, that was
number.
a big mistake. Okay, let's not even go there. I mean, okay. Let's just move on. I don't have the energy today. Let's go light and fun.
Okay.
What's one thing about women you still don't understand?
I actually have a pretty good understanding of
Actually,
women. I'm
you're
kind
more
of
a woman. Go ahead.
I'm more of a woman than you.
You really are the woman in the family, and I'm the man in the family.
No, I mean,
you're very sensitive, which is your superpower. And also,
yeah. Next question.
Okay, what about this will be super fun and determine whether we speak to each other in the car on the way to Reno. What's something I do that drives you crazy?
Well, there's
Oh my God, you jumped into that way too quickly. Oh my God.
I mean, there has been a consistent theme of that she has done for decades. I mean, we will walk into first, my closet is a disaster.
Because it's too small. Sorry.
It is not that small.
Murphy, I'm gonna post a picture of our closet.
You go in there, you leave everything on the ground in the closet.
I agree. I do not know how to be tidy. That's why I want a house manager.
I'm not complaining about the closet. I'm saying, it's just an example. Well, she will find whatever, she'll walk over all her shit that she's left on the ground to find my one thing I left out and say, what is this? It drives me insane. I mean, literally, she will find the one thing. All her stuff will be all over the place. Like, I can't believe you left this out. It's unbelievable to me. And it's like, oh my God, it's unreal. And then she'll yell at Devin about cleaning up her stuff, and all of her workout powders are all over the counter, and it's like, it's unreal.
Growing muscles
but you don't put it away. And then you yell that everyone else is dirty. It's hypocrisy.
Well, I can't be perfect in all areas. All right, so you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, message received. Message received. Anything else you'd like before? This is just a quick little. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts with us.
I don't
Anything
know
else about midlife?
Did we help anybody in this?
Sure. Well, you know how we help people. People are not alone. We're creating a community, Shannon.
Well,
what to other men? What are messages, or to all my friends and my millions of listeners? What can they relay to their husbands or partners? But we're saying men and women for today.
Well, I mean, one thing that I think that men do a bad job with, at least I do. I've tried to be better at this at times, and then I kind of fall back. But I need to do a better job of going out and spending time with friends. And women have a tendency to do that a lot more frequent than men do. I've gone through phases where I'll go watch a game with some people, or I'll go to dinner or go to lunch or whatever. But it seems to ebb and flow based on I don't know, my schedule or whatever. But I think men. Especially that don't have as many hobbies. Like I've tried to get better at golf, and I'm just not good. So I don't like playing anymore, and so that's an event that takes a long time, and a lot of older men do enjoy that, but I don't. So I need to find ways of staying actively involved with friends. I think more consistent.
Oh, I think that's really good that you shared that. And I think that's very common. And a lot of times, what happens is men just go along with the women and their social calendars, right?
For sure.
So, which is great. I mean, we have great times, but no, I do think but you also, yeah. I mean, I was just at a girls' dinner last night, and that is very common. Women typically do it way more than men, and it's so important. Like, it's so important for everyone. You need to be able to be with just your guys and vent and do whatever. So I'm glad to hear
And
you say that because
to be honest, they're not even like venting sessions.
No,
It's
no.
just
But like,
it's just
yeah.
hang out and watch a game and talk about your day or talk about your whatever and laugh and have fun. And it's I I ebb and flow. So I think I have to just try to be a little more consistent.
Okay, so is that a goal for you?
It is because as I think about, I actually don't think about retiring, which is
Praise Jesus.
our friend Ryan.
You'll live way longer. My grandmother lived till 99 and she worked until she was 90. I am building my thing. I will be working till my grave.
Please
share
for
this
what
episode and give me a 5-star review so I can continue to do this and make lots of money. Is that rude?
No, if you don't ask, if you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah, I gotta just be. I'm not in the mood to beat around the bush and be fluffy. All right, okay, continue.
No, I think that everyone talks about retiring. I don't think about it. But
you're also in a different
for what I do now.
Yeah.
I could do
for yourself,
forever, and I love it. So I mean, what's the point of even I don't even think about it. But like Melissa and I went to therapy together, and the therapist said,
"Shout out, Rupa.
What is your retirement plan?" I'm like, we don't have one. I mean, we do.
We still work on that.
We do financially, but we
do we though, really?
Yeah, I mean,
at
least I do.
I need to be more aware of that.
But
I think I have different plans for you.
but
for us.
But like, I don't have a plan like I'm going to retire at 60 and then I want to travel the world. It's like, no,
That's not in my wheelhouse either, though.
I don't want to go on a boat around the world and just sit at home and do nothing. I mean, it just seems boring.
But you know what I've realized with myself? I don't know if this is good. I mean, it just is. I always talk about let's not judge ourselves. I'm not one of those right now, at least. Which makes me a little worried. I really do love my routine. And traveling gets you out of my routine, and I don't love that. So I don't want it to get to the point where like I don't want to go anywhere.
Well,
does that worry you with me?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I think we've been lucky over the last at least 5-6 years.
Blessed.
I mean, we've traveled all over the world with the kids. It's been fantastic, and I never got that opportunity when I was younger. And
oh my God, no.
I mean, I'm not the type that can pull an Uncle Nick and go go East Coast for 60 days.
I could do Santa Barbara Beach House for
a long time.
Or I was gonna say for a season, and then like forever.
But
manifesting that squad.
No, I see it as part of kind of getting older, not a I don't want to be on the road constantly.
Yeah. In the background you can hear our beautiful daughter screaming at us, so we need to get in the car to head up to Reno, which I do love. I love. Anyways, Poppy, thank you for sharing your thoughts.
This has been fantastic. Thank you for having me.
It really has. I do want to say, and before I came on the pod, I said to Shannon, thank you so much. You're always up for anything, especially on jumping on the pod and helping me and supporting me. So I want to say that again to all of our fans, that I appreciate you and I appreciate that. And I thank you for being so open and honest and sharing your thoughts on the whole men in midlife, because shiz, it's a crazy time.
Well, thank you for saying that. You, to all your followers out there, you have to like her or comment and like and whatever, join. But she really is great at what she does.
Thank you. Now go leave that 5-star review. And anyone at yeah, okay. Okay, that's it. Poppy,
Peace
I
out.
love you.
Peace out. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. And that's it for this week. If this episode made you laugh, nod, or think, oh my God, same, hit follow, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs it. You're not done. You're just getting started. So go take up space, fully, loudly, joyfully. And remember, midlife isn't a crisis. It's a plot twist. See you next time on Now What?